we are starting to see deal flow increase. That it seems that sellers are much more amenable, or becoming more amenable to potentially lower prices, higher cap rates, more seller financing, more creativity, more flexibility, which is great.
Any other trends or thoughts or new states that you're going into, or states that you're leaving that otherwise were the hottest states before? Like, what's any feedback for that, Ryan?
Yeah, no, I think, there's a lot of things I'm watching. Jury's out on on which way any of this is going to go, but it's fun to watch. There's obviously the question around interest rates. I think, a lot of people are, especially in the real estate industry, are kind of, I think, hoping for lower rates by year end. I'm not presently convinced that that's going to be the case. I tend to think rates are going to be higher from here, but could be wrong. But just kind of curiously watching that play out. We are starting to see deal flow increase. That it seems that sellers are much more amenable, or becoming more amenable to potentially lower prices, higher cap rates, more seller financing, more creativity, more flexibility, which is great. It seems like lenders are also kind of loosening, and from what I'm hearing in conversations we're having, lenders are I think poised to kind of lend more in 2024 as compared with 2023. So kind of watching that, and then as it pertains to our business and mobile home parks, we just continue to look at kind of the regulatory framework. Mobile home parks are a great asset class. It's a great business. It's a great way to provide quality housing for good folks who need it. And I think there's always bad apples, bad actors who really come in and rake people over the coals unnecessarily, and then states, respond with regulation. And so I think that's something to watch for. I think there's pretty onerous regulation proposed in Delaware and Washington State, and a couple of other states that would cap rental increase, basically rent control. So I'm watching that, and I don't think it's a good idea for people to treat people poorly. I also don't think a lot of the regulation, as I've seen it, solves the problem. I think it actually, in many cases, creates more harm than good. But nevertheless, something I'm watching.